Yeah, I mean, he killed me in my very first film session, so I didn't. That's funny that he said that. But no, I mean, I loved playing for him. Obviously, just a wealth of knowledge. Definitely held me accountable. Made me a better player in that short period of time, and it's just an honor really to be here and to be amongst all of the history here in this franchise.
Harris over here. You see what it's like to win an NBA title, coming in as one of the veteran guys on this roster. How does that influence, your mindset day to day and what you can offer some of these younger players?
I mean, it's huge. I mean, just talking with a lot of these guys, um, I think the difference between me and CP is like 7 years, and then like the difference between me and uh, Jeremy is probably 11 years. So I mean, we have we have a wide spectrum of guys on this roster, but I think the biggest thing is just establishing habits. It's how do you continue to get better every day and judge yourself on an internal metric versus trying to see external approval, right? That's what you try to do every single day in this league, and it's difficult, especially as a young guy. You're trying to get established and things like that. But I think for all of our guys, just trending in the right direction is going to pay dividends for us now and in the long term.
Playing against and seeing Wemby last year and then getting to play alongside him this year, kind of what are your thoughts on how he played last year and your expectations for this year?
Well, I think he's gotten better. Um, he's gotten better. He's more confident. He's worked on his body. Obviously, the Olympics last year, this summer, was big for him. And then just being out on the court with him, um, there's not anything that he can't do. So I think it's just continuing to, try to make the game easy for him, continuing to let him grow and develop and evolve into the player that he's going to be. Right? We don't know what that is, but definitely trying to do everything we can to just assist and see that growth come to fruition.
Harrison, first and foremost, welcome to San Antonio. Secondly, you had said in your media availability that basketball was going to be secondary and the first primary thing would be to build chemistry with the team. Have you been able to develop a bond with any of your teammates, and if so, what have you guys done, and how have you guys bonded so far?
I mean, you just missed how fervently Devin was just waving at me. So, I mean, that just shows you right there. I mean, we're just trending in the right direction. But no, it's been good. I mean, obviously, a lively group chat I think is first and foremost, especially with a younger generation of players. And just since I've been here, whether it's team dinners, whether it's just hanging out, I think just constantly spending time with guys off the floor, getting to know them, their backgrounds, their families, things like that. I think it's made the pickup games more intense and a lot more fun.
I presume you watched the opening game in Paris. Could you speak to what you saw from Victor in that game, and especially his emotions during the game and then after the game? How much he wanted to win that game?
Yeah, I mean, it was a win-win, right? The U.S. won and Victor played well. So, on that side, I was happy to see that. But I think it just shows just the growth and maturity that he has for a guy at his age to be playing in that type of moment at home. I don't think people realize just the pressure that he was under. You know what I mean? I mean, to play at that level, at that stage, to have that type of game, I think it's huge. And I think it just shows that he's ready, to take on, a bigger role, not only in the offense or the defense, but just in terms of just leadership and speaking to guys who maybe haven't been on that stage, been in that situation. And like I said, just will continue to help him grow.
You've had a chance to get on the court with some of your new teammates. Just wondering some of your initial thoughts on playing with Victor and some of your expectations for your role heading into the season.
Yeah, I think in my 2 weeks, the one guy I definitely would love to shout out is Blake. I thought he's done an unbelievable job just picking up guys defensively, full court, getting active, getting steals. He's had a great 2 weeks. But, Victor, I think, like I said, there's nothing he can't do on the floor. So I think it's just a matter of, him just developing what his spots are, how he wants to play in the offense. Because he's such a mismatch problem, I think that's going to create a lot of advantages for us, and we just have to figure out, what's the best way we can maximize that.
Harrison, you mentioned the wide spectrum of ages and experience levels on this roster. As much as the
Well, the beauty of it is the energy level, right? I mean, just being youthful and having that energy, that's going to keep you in a lot of games. But I think the message that's going to be preached a lot this season is going to be sustaining. You know, can we sustain our focus? Can we sustain the level of detail necessary, not only in, you know, the second quarter, but, you know, in the third and fourth? And I think that's going to be a big thing for us. Obviously, you know, you have guys who, some guys have played in late game experience towards the season, end of the season when it comes to seeding and things like that, and some guys haven't, right? And it's like, how do you do that all on the fly and still have the expectation to win and want to make it to the postseason?
Harrison, given that, given that the young guys who've been here for a couple of years, they're ready to take to the playoffs. As a guy who's been through multiple playoff runs, how do you manage those expectations for this year?
Yeah, I mean, it starts with the habits. Obviously, you know, went through that for a long time in Sacramento, right, trying to end the playoff drought there, but it just starts with building good habits in training camp, in practices. But then when it comes to game time, you know, it's just executing in the little things, right? Not letting 2 minutes, 4 minutes go here or there, helping young guys understand that any game can create momentum, positive or negative, in a season. You know what I mean? One game that you should have lost that you won here may lead to a 4-game win streak, which may change the season. And obviously last season, you know, talking to guys, you know, some of the losing streaks, you know, were extremely difficult, right? And it just kind of took the air out of the season. So I think it's just staying locked in and, like I said, just sustaining the focus to do the little things.
Facing Germany in the playoffs and as you get into the room now this summer, do you see a lot of Draymond in him, and just what are your thoughts on how good he could be, what his ceiling could be?
Yeah, Jeremy's hilarious. He was actually, we went to dinner the very first night I got here to San Antonio, so I absolutely love him. But I think he's his own player. I don't think there's, you know, I think a lot of times people they look at a guy and they say, oh, is he this guy? Is he that guy? It's like, no, I mean, Jeremy can do a lot of different things. And I think, you know, last year, obviously, you know, the point guard experiment, you know, that was able to showcase a different side of his game and things like that. But I don't think there's any way that this team has a successful season in which he doesn't have a big impact in. So I think I'm excited for what he's able to do for us. Obviously, defensively, you know, he can cover the best player. He can, you know, he can rebound. He can push the floor. He can run the floor. So there's a lot of things he can do.
Harrison, not going to heard the news, but Dikembe Mutombo just passed away with brain cancer. Can you just talk to his impacts, on the league or any relationship you may have with him?
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough. You know, we've been losing a lot of legends to the game lately, and I think one of the things that was so unique about him was just his infectious personality. You know, I think his ability to walk into a room and to put a smile on people's faces, whether you knew him or not, whether you compete against him or not, right? He just always had that ability to make you laugh. And I think, you know, just thinking back, you know, over the years of just different scenarios I've been in, I always remember myself laughing. I think that was consistent. So it's definitely a tremendous loss for our league, and obviously my prayers go out to his family and support for them. But you know, he was just, like I said, had a great personality.
Harrison, last question back here.
Harrison, for you personally, as a veteran player, how do you balance being a mentor, being a coach for some of these younger players, but also playing your game and learning from them?
I think it goes hand in hand. I mean, I don't think anybody, you know, on this team, you know, wants to hear, you know, a motivational speaker. You know, you got to go out there and you have to do it. You know, you have to compete against guys every single day. I think, to me, that's the best way that you can try to show somebody, you know, through your experiences, you know, how things have done, how you've seen things. And I think that's the beauty of where this team is at, is these young guys are all unique and special in the fact that they listen. You know, they want to learn, they want to get better, they want to get in the gym, you know, they want to work extremely hard. You know, those are things that you don't have to coach, which is great to see, because it means they have, you know, desire to be great. So for me, it's been just a joy to be around all of these guys and just compete and work with them. And like I said, look forward to this season, just continue to put in more work every single day.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.